Greetings, human life forms. I'm the Meister. Today I'm gonna be doing my game-by-game predictions. It'll be kind of like a playlist thing for every single NFL team. I wasn't gonna do this. I already recorded a previous video on my predictions, or for just records for every single team, but it was by game for schedule. But then the whole Cam Newton situation happened, so I had to redo it, obviously, because my predictions will be completely different, because Cam Newton is better than Jarrett Stidham. So, I'm going to do this now, game by game, and then playoff seedings for the AFC, then for the NFC, then I'll do a full playoffs, and then Super Bowl thing. So, it should be like a three-parter at the end, like, including all the predictions for all the other 31 teams, which I'll be doing. So I decided I'll be doing the Bills first because I highly doubt the Bills are going to make any moves because they're my favorite team, and there's no way that they're going to trade up for Jamal Adams if they have Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, unless they want a backup for depth or something, which I highly doubt. Why would they do that? So I'm going to do the Bills today because I'm kind of unsure if other teams are going to do anything. I mean, probably not. I mean, I'm being extra cautious because I didn't think the Cam Newton thing would actually happen. But regardless, here we go. So, week 1 is the Jets at Bills, regular 1 o'clock game, home opener. I think this should be an easy Bills win. I mean, it's week 1, so players are going to be rusty, but the Bills are a lot better built team than the Jets are right now, so I think it's going to be like a 2-score win or something for the Bills. So that is 1-0 right now. Next game is Bills at Dolphins, and yes, I haven't recognized or memorized their schedule yet. Anyways, Bills at Dolphins, another 1 o'clock game. This one is, I don't know for this one. I do think the Bills are going to beat the Dolphins, but not as like great as how they beat. How they're going to beat the Jets, or how they did beat the Jets on week 1. I do like the Dolphins' defense a lot more than I did last year, and I do think Fitzpatrick will be the starter. But for now, I think, because they're still probably getting a groove or something, like for example Brady and the Bucks or whatever. So I do have us winning against the Dolphins, but it's going to be a slight challenge, I think, to beat the Dolphins. So then you got for week 3, the Rams at Bills, another 1 o'clock game. Again, I do see the Bills beating the Rams. They're one of the best teams in the league. They had a down year, but then they lost Todd Gurley and they lost a bunch of other people. And I mean, I guess their coaching's alright with Sean McVay, but I don't really know for the Rams. They're gonna be a big question. Oh, I just went on something. It's a big question mark for me. So I see the Bills winning that game and going 3-0 to start the year. So now you got an interesting one. It's an afternoon game, 4:25, at the Raiders. The Raiders are an interesting team. I'm pretty sure they're going to start Derek Carr, but you never know. They could start Marcus Mariota. A lot of promising rookies like in Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, and a bunch of other players that I don't know the names to. This team does have potential to go a long way. Well, not a long way, but at least make the playoffs or something. But it all depends on the quarterback situation. See, I don't know what it's going to be, and knowing fans in Las Vegas, they're probably going to be super hyped, and they're depending on how the Raiders are doing. Which I guess they'll be okay. I don't know. I didn't do their predictions yet. But I think this is going to be a really tough challenge for us. But I do like the Bills' defense more than the Raiders, and the offense by a bit. I don't know, because I don't know how Josh Allen's going to be. But I do see us squeezing out this one with the win, going 4-0. So we got for week 5 at the Titans, 1 o'clock game. I think this is going to be our first loss of the season. Obviously, you got Derrick Henry, a really good running back. The media says he's kind of inconsistent for years, but this is only my second year watching, so I probably won't have the best predictions for anything, but I do think Derrick Henry's going to have another good year. I am guessing that this thing that happened with all those great games last year with Tannehill's quarterback is going to continue into next season as well, and I highly doubt their kicker's going to screw up another 5 field goals again, so I see the Bills losing this one. Not by a ton of points, but I don't know, maybe like touchdown, maybe 2 score. So that'll be our first loss starting off the season, 4-1. So you have week 6 hosting the Chiefs Thursday night primetime. I do think originally I thought they're the reigning Super Bowl champs, we have no chance of winning. But then I thought, hey, we're gonna be up for this game. Bills Mafia is gonna be hyped, and we're gonna show the world that we're the team to beat. But the problem is, I don't know if there's gonna be fans or not, and that's really gonna change our season if there's no Bills fans at any games. So I'm going about this as there are gonna be fans in the games. So I'm going with a win for the Bills over the Chiefs. It's going to be a really tight one, but I do see the Bills starting off the season 5-1. So week 7, you have the Bills at Jets, 1 o'clock game. I do think the Bills will sweep the season series with the Jets. That or the Bills are going to be super hyped and get super overconfident for the Jets and embarrassingly lose to the Jets. That could happen. But I'm not one of those people that thinks that way, like Adam Rank. So I'm going to have the Bills beating the Jets, not by much as last time, not as good as last time, and I do think the Bills will get a 6-1 record. So now we host the Patriots Sunday 1 o'clock game. Patriots still have a great coaching staff, but now they have Cam Newton. They still have a good defense, not as good as last year, because they lost a lot of pieces on defense, but I do think that they will have another possible playoff year now that they have Cam Newton. But I do think it is a home game. I do think the Bills will beat the New England Patriots, about to say Carolina Panthers, to go 7-1. Now we host the Seahawks, another 1 o'clock game. I gotta go with another win. You know, the Bills fans are insane, like me, kinda. I don't know. I've only been to one real game that counts, anyways. The Seahawks are a really good team. It's like if this game was in Seattle, I would say Seahawks all the way, but it's in Western New York, so I got the Bills with yet another win, starting off the season 8-1. So now week 10, we're at the Cardinals, a 4:05 o'clock game in the afternoon. I actually do have the Bills getting a sort of upset here over the Cardinals. I do like everything that the Cardinals are doing, great coaching staff. Kyler Murray is expected to take a big leap. I don't know how big of a jump he'll be taking, because I haven't really watched any Cardinals things at all. But I do like their wide receiving group. DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk. Like, you don't even know who's going to be the primary wide receiver. If it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins, probably. And then you got Larry Fitzgerald. It's like John Brown and Stephon Diggs. They are both #1 wide receivers. So it's going to be hard which defender you want to put on, you know? So I do have the Bills losing to the Cardinals and going 9-2. Next game, we are hosting the Chargers, Week 12, 1 o'clock game. Oh yeah, after the Cardinals, we have our bye. Didn't notice that. Alright. So we starting off 9-2, going into the bye. Now we face off with the Los Angeles Chargers, hosting the Chargers, 1 o'clock game. I do think this will be a fairly easy win for the Bills. Obviously they don't know who they're gonna really start. Either it's gonna be Tyrod Taylor, Justin Herbert, probably Tyrod, probably not the whole year. But everyone says that the Chargers are gonna have a really good defense this year. I mean, it's possible, but I don't really see any big name guys other than on the defensive line that could be a really big threat to like the passing game for the Bills. So I do see the Bills beating the Chargers and going 10-2. Next up, we're at the 49ers Monday night primetime game. We're losing this one. I don't I don't know what else to really say about this one. I mean, I hope we win, but they have one of the best defenses in the league and one of the best offenses, I think, but they did lose Emmanuel Sanders, which was a big part of that offense in their Super Bowl run. But I do think that the 49ers will beat us by a few scores, probably. Now week 14, we're going to be hosting the Steelers Sunday night primetime game. This is going to be a super hard game, but I do think that we will beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know what to think about Ben Roethlisberger. I've never really seen him play, like, that much at all. Because, like, the only game I really watched him was the Sunday night game between them and the Patriots. Again, this is only my second year watching, but with the injury that he got, I don't know if he's going to be playing as good as he always has. But he could even play better. But they do have a top 10 defense, good running game, good wide receiver group. But I do think with the home field advantage that we will get the win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And having a... gotta think. What is it? 10-3? Yeah, 10-3. Okay. Week 15 at the Broncos. The date is to be decided, but it's at the Broncos. I didn't think the Broncos are going to do too good. You probably can't see, but on this I did have the Broncos going 6-10. And I thought we were going to beat the Broncos, but with all the hype around the Broncos, this could be an upset game, and I do think that we will lose to the Broncos. It's a very young team, but they do have a lot of talent, which I think is what the media and all the experts are taking most into consideration. So I do see us losing to the Broncos, but it's going to be a close one. And so we are 10-4, I believe. Week 16 at the Patriots, Monday night primetime. Sadly for this one, I do see us losing to the Patriots, only due to home field advantage, like in week 8. I was going to say that originally that we were going to sweep the Patriots, but thanks to the whole Cam Newton trade, not so much. So I do see us having a tied series 1-1 against the Patriots and being 10-5. So now, hosting the Dolphins, 1 o'clock game. There's a lot riding on this game. I do think that we will sweep the Dolphins series as well. End off the season 11-5, but it's the Dolphins, so there's a big chance that we could also lose this game. Heck, we probably will lose this game, but I'm going to go with the win for the Bills, which will end us up at 11-5 on the year. A pretty solid year, I think. Now everyone will see that the Bills are a really good team, and hopefully we make a playoff run as well. So I'll be leaving all of my predictions for every game in the description below. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And as I say, life forms out!